Continental.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
Think about what you just said. So it's totally reliant on three-pointers going in. What kind of program is that?
They shoot a lot of them. They shot 27.
What kind of program are you if that's what it is?
Nebraska's not a very good program. That's very evident.
What kind of program says we have to hit our threes? That's just a crapshoot team. Then that's all that is.
What is Nebraska? Aren't they a crapshoot team?
Then that's all that is.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Trendy or traditional, Gary Michaels Clothiers specializes in men's tailored clothing. Off the rack or custom made to measure, there is simply no better shopping experience. Offering designer furnishings, sportswear, shoes, outerwear, and accessories for a man always concerned at looking his best. With world-class tailoring and personal service, all makes Gary Michaels Clothiers Nebraska's premier store for men. Come visit us now at Village Gardens, south of 56th and Pine Lake Road in Lincoln.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome in to Tanner's Postgame Show. Live from Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill.
Set up a screen and a lot of running room for the running back, Ramir Johnson, untouched along the sideline.
Here's Yan, the former walk-on, makes a move on Corrigan. Here comes Yan across midfield. Chuck West Yan inside the 20.
Off the play fakes, the wheel route. Johnson, to whom they faked it. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Brought to you by Bauer Infrastructure on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome into the second post-game show live from Tanner's Bar and Grill. He is DP. I am Jake Sorensen, Tanner's Bar and Grill, 30th Yankee Hill. Stop on by. Their special today is the Eggie Sandwich. They've got that all day long. Huskers fall 15-14 to Wisconsin. 14-3 lead at one point in the second half, and it has been the case, DP, for several times, not just this season, but in previous seasons. Good starts, looks good for a while. Nebraska struggles to close. Badgers score late with a touchdown, don't get the 2-point conversion. Huskers do not convert and score. 15-14 your final. Badgers are now bowl eligible. 9 straight wins against Nebraska. Huskers have still not beat the Badgers since 2012. Huskers season continues at 3-8 at Iowa next Friday to close. DP, more pain for the Huskers, and close call, but no cigar once again.
As Mickey Joseph said in the post conference, this one hurts.
Yeah, it does.
Every opportunity, and you could classify a lot of this season, a lot of the goings on as missed opportunities. The most difficult thing in all of sports is to finish.
Yep.
And it is the thing that is difficult to teach en masse, to get people to understand that there are things that need to happen in order for games to be finished that each player has to be accountable for. Nebraska led this game for 59 minutes and 25 seconds.
Yes.
For 59 minutes and 29 seconds, they were better than Wisconsin. But what happens here is that there is an accumulation of moments, and each player is accountable for them. Each coach is responsible for them. And unfortunately, in the biggest moments of the day, Nebraska didn't deliver. And this has been a constant and consistent thing about this team and this program in recent years. Changes have to be made. The question is, what changes are there? But I would imagine that most of the conversation starts up front on either side of the ball about the bigs who were the identity and culture of Nebraska football for decades. That's still the case, because you want to know what's happening in the program? Look up front, look at the bigs, and that will tell you all that you need to know about what's happening in Nebraska football.
Nebraska DP has 171 yards of offense. That's not going to win you many football games. Huskers, again, entered the fourth quarter leading 14-3. They took a 9-play, 79-yard drive in 4 minutes 11 seconds at the end of the third quarter to take a lead going to the fourth. You felt good about, hey, this might be finally. Again, this is a season that did not go the right direction. We're trying to find positives to end the year, to move on to 2023 and build on something, whether it's Mickey or not. And, why not snap a streak as part of that? An 8-game skid. You have not beat this team since 2012. Wisconsin is down. They're not a great football team. Braylon Allen's a good running back. He was banged up. He was in and out of the ball game. Graham Mertz, again, was hit or miss on his throws. This is not a Wisconsin team that is ranked for a reason. They're 5-5 entering. Nebraska,
but they're fighting for their legacy as well.
They are.
Like
absolutely.
Their scholarship, they're on scholarship too.
Absolutely.
And this has been, you're talking about a culture of being able to win games that are close like that versus a culture of not winning games that are close like that. Look, what we knew about Wisconsin before the game started was that they will hang around and hang around and hang around and wait for their opponent to give them an opportunity to win a game. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. Listen, the final drive alone speaks volumes to what happened today. Again, Nebraska was leading Wisconsin for 59 minutes and 25 seconds. It's what happens in all of sports. We see it all across. We see it in UFC, where the greatest fighters in the world are winning fights for 4 rounds and 4 minutes, and then they take a kick to the chin and they lose their title. It happens in every sport. It just happens more here in Nebraska football of recent.
Yep.
And the changes that have to make, first of all, you have to reevaluate and reassess everything. And that's not a thing that people want to do honestly. Right?
Yeah.
You do want to find something positive. There were positives. I would say openly and honestly that the level at that Trey Palmer and Casey Thompson competed at today was impressive.
Sure.
The defensive work for all but one drive was impressive. They put themselves in an opportunity to win the game. That's what you want from all of your groups. Give your team a chance to win the game and make a play at the end of the game. The problem here is that you have not figured out how to make that play. And listen, on the final drive, there were several opportunities where 9 of the Husker players did the right thing.
But 2 didn't.
1 or 2 didn't, and it showed up. I mean, listen, that's what the difference between good teams and bad teams is, having those additional players step up and make the plays required, especially at the point of attack. I don't like calling out players. I'll call out groups and coaches, but I don't want to call out players. But all you have to do is look at the final touchdown. And 9 of the players did exactly what they were supposed to do. 2 of them didn't. It cost you a win in a game that you should have won, could have won. But quite frankly, typical of Nebraska's recent history, you didn't.
Yeah, and DP, that's the point. I mean, this is a team that probably in general has had 9 guys doing the right thing offensively, defensively on most plays. But it's 1 or 2 guys that blow it up and fail to do their job, and it kills Nebraska. And there's so little room for error here right now with this program that when those 1 or 2 guys don't get their job done, the play blows up offensively or defensively. So it's unfortunate. You guys can call or text, by the way, 402-464-5685 and watch and comment Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter the show. sponsored by Tanner's and Bauer Infrastructure here in Lincoln. Huskers lose 15-14 to Wisconsin. Now 9 straight losses to the Badgers. Huskers 3-8 on the season. 1 game remaining next Friday in Iowa City against the Hawkeyes, who, by the way, are up 10-7 right now on the road at Minnesota, trying to get their way to the Big Ten title game once again, like they were last year in a drubbing against Michigan. But this is about Nebraska, 3-8, 1 game to go. And DP, I'll tell you what. Now, I know this is a program that has let Nebraska fans down time and time again because of just incredible ways to lose. I felt optimistic. I'll take you back to this. I mean, this I'm looking at the drive summary here, and I really thought that if you're a Nebraska fan, it was such a win to let Wisconsin, who was down at the time, 7-0, to have a 14-play drive, 74 yards, 7 minutes and 34 seconds result in a field goal. I mean, it wasn't a touchdown. Obviously, it wasn't a turnover downs. But to have that much time go off the clock, Nebraska responds with 9 plays, 79 yards, and a touchdown. You're up 14-3. I felt like this is the time. They're going to do it. They're going to have the positive game where they end the streak. It's a rough year. They're going to get this done, and it just was taken from us once again.
You could have changed the entire conversation.
You could have
the entire narrative. You had every opportunity. But here's the thing that bothers me the most about this particular team. When you get into a brawl, most teams rely on their big guys to stand up and set the tone.
Yes.
You can't be in a brawl of any measure and have your big guys pushed around. It can't happen.
No.
And 14 plays at 7, 6, 8, 9 yards a clip, and your inability to get off the field. We're talking about, listen, you can't beat Meatball State allowing them 2nd and 1.
No. 2nd
and 2.
Happened
2nd and 3. Look, they lived in short yardage. They were getting 8 and 9 yards a clip. And let me tell you, this is the truth. What I love about Wisconsin was that they lined up 7 and 8 offensive linemen over the course of the drive and asked them to just beat up on Nebraska's front 5. And guess what? 8 versus 5, 8 wins.
Yeah.
8 wins. So the coaching staff has to adjust. And you've got to change how you approach that. But you cannot let your big guys line up and go 8 versus 5. It's just not. And look, I tweeted during the game, I was amazed at the quality and massive size of the additional linemen Wisconsin ran out on the field. Like when they ran out their number 6, number 7, number 8 offensive linemen, these were dudes. And they lined up 8 against 5. And Reimers had to guess. He was guessing. Where do I need to stick my nose? Houseman, you're asking a true freshman, an 18-year-old, to line up and battle double teams against 315-pound grown men. And then you expect this young man to make plays in space. Reimers took a beatdown.
Yep.
He took a physical beatdown. You cannot expect him to fight off double teams over the course of 32 plays and expect Luke Reimers to be able to measure up against 315-pounders. You have to provide help. That's the job of the coaching staff. That's the job of the adjustments. Those things didn't happen. And guess what? Reimers, the linebackers in front 4, front 5, were committed to execution. They were. But here's what happens, Jake. If I lean on you for the next hour, the first 15 minutes, you're going to be all in.
Yep.
The second 15 minutes, I'm going to start to lean on you, and it's going to be a problem, and you're going to start to look around you to ask for help. And then the third 15 minutes, you know what? This extra mass that I carry, it's going to start to wear on you, Jake Sorensen.
Yep.
And then when you need to make a play in the final 15 minutes, all that 45 minutes of leaning on you that I've done is going to keep you from doing the base level things that you want to do. You've got to get better personnel up front. You've got to make better adjustments throughout the course of the game to help them be productive and be effective. And then, quite frankly, you've got to find a way to do to teams what they do to you, which is take their bigs and lean on you. Look, the shirts say it, run the damn ball.
Yeah.
Well, Wisconsin's figured out that in order to run the ball and to be solid in the fourth quarter, they need to run on you with bigger bigs, more bigs. It showed up in the fourth quarter. That's where the game was won. That's where the game was won on 3rd and 2 from the goal, from the 2-yard line. Their bigs were more physical, more effective, more productive, and it cost you a 15-14 loss.
Well, with that being said, I want to say something positive about Nebraska. Again, it's a rough day to lose 15-14. The game you led 14-3 entering the fourth quarter. I don't sit here and say the defense blew the game for Nebraska. I mean, 15 points allowed in a Big Ten or any football game is a good number. You didn't give up 24, you didn't give up 30. I mean, 15 points defensively should be enough for you to win. And Nebraska again had a chance, up 14-3. They didn't move the ball. Okay, so Wisconsin scores a touchdown, goes down 14-9. Nebraska responds by going 5 plays, 12 yards, and punting. Gets the ball back, 3 plays, 3 yards. Wisconsin scores. You go 5 plays, 12 yards. Game is over. Didn't respond. The defense did not let Nebraska down today. Now, what you're saying, DP, is correct. Wisconsin knows we're going to lean on our offensive line, and we're going to find a way to get this done. Knowing that last week Iowa sacked Graham Mertz 6 times.
Well, here's a part of my frustration with the offense. That in that sequence of 5 plays, there were several sequences throughout the course of the game where Nebraska offensively on first down had a personnel group on the field and gained 11 yards on the ground.
Yep.
They immediately changed the personnel and went away from the thing that gave them first down success. The inability of this coaching staff to copy success is mind-blowing.
Yep.
It's mind-blowing. And it happened several times. That if you run a sequence and have personnel on the field that works, copy success, make them figure out how to defend it, and stop going to a thing that does not have the level of success that you've just shown.
Yep.
They did it all the time, and it's mind-blowing. Wisconsin copied success. They said, you know what? First down, we're going to run. This is what we're going to run. We're going to get 8 yards. We're going to run it again, and we're going to do it again. And we're going to do it again. And then when you finally stop it and adjust, then we're going to change our personnel.
Yeah.
Then we're going to, you know what? We're going to go bigger. We're going to go bigger and see if you're really committed to stopping run. Look, you can talk about the good in that they competed. 15 points against Wisconsin should win the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
All of this thing is in play. All of this stuff is in play. Even with 14 points, you should have won the game. I felt bad for the crowd. I feel bad for the fan base. I feel bad for the players. A texter says well, who cares at this point? The players will go drink the party tonight and be fine with it. No, they won't. See, that's not true. And see, I know that to be a fact. Like, as bad as the fans feel, the players feel worse. The coaches feel worse because it's a missed opportunity. Look, they're out there getting concussed. They're out there. Look.
Yep.
You had players being carted off the field with injuries.
Marquise Buford early on.
Right? Like you had Ty Robinson being clipped on a cheap shot. Right? You don't think he's going to feel that tonight? You don't think Casey Thompson is going to feel the hits that he took on those scrambles where he tried to get upfield and make plays happen?
I'm sure he will, DP.
Look, they care. They absolutely care. We're here to talk about it because we have to talk about what happened. It's not enjoyable to do this each week.
No.
We would much rather show up and have them.
Game.
Yeah, we would much rather come in here and celebrate a win on the scoreboard.
And nitpick some things, right?
Right. Like that's what it is. So That's what it is. Like, look, don't say that nobody cares at this point. You care. That's why you're listening, and that's why you're texting. They care. That's why they've made sacrifices all season long. They've fought through. A lot of these guys fought through injuries, played today while hurt.
Right.
A lot of them make sacrifices away from the field. At least at this point, you can say, listen, they're fighting. They're competing. They gave themselves a chance to win the game. They just didn't make the play down the stretch they needed to.
I just want to point out something, DP. I was watching some other games here for a second. And, again, you create your own luck as a football program. But take us back 2 weeks ago. Nebraska is playing Minnesota in Lincoln.
Mm-hmm.
Their kicker for the Gophers made 2 long kicks, his 2 longest kicks of the season.
Mm-hmm.
I just watched the kicker for the Gophers in trailing 10-7 as they approach halftime. Missed a straightforward 34-yard kick, trailing 10-7 now to the Hawkeyes. Iowa tends to get all the luck. Nebraska tends to not. Now, again, you create your own luck. You can make your own plays offensively, but that's a play like that. I mean, it just feels like sometimes that there's a voodoo doll that Nebraska fans, someone's stabbing it and saying, screw you, Nebraska, pain.
No. I mean, look, there's a way to win games in the Big Ten. Yeah. We see it every week. There's a way to win these games. Listen, in the end, 3rd and 2. Look, if we said that Nebraska was going to have the lead and they need to defend 2 yards to win the game, everybody's on board. If you were to say that Nebraska was going to lead the game for 59 minutes, everybody's on board. If we said Nebraska's going to hold Wisconsin to 15 points, we're all on board.
Right, 15 points,
but you still have to finish. Whatever happens before the final minute or the final play that matters, you have to learn how to finish, and this team doesn't know how to finish.
No,
it's tough to learn. It's difficult. Doubt seeps in.
Yep.
Look, every fan in the building was like, oh, boy, here we go, right? Because we've been conditioned for it. The players have to learn how to finish. The coaching staff has to learn how to get players to finish. And the fan base, listen, God bless you, because it's tough to show up in 90,000 full, support the team in full, sit through the cold, sit on your hands at some point, hold your breath, and then have it happen to you again. At some point it changes. It just wasn't today.
DP, a common prediction I was hearing about what people thought the score might be was about 23-17 Wisconsin, 2017. Again, you held them to 15 points. Based on your predictions going in, that's enough defensively to win the game. And Nebraska led by 11 points entering the fourth quarter, 14-3, and just did not do anything with it. And defensively could not make the stop, couldn't make the big play. No turnover, no big event.
You can't. There's no turnover because they didn't put the ball at risk. They just turned it, handed it off, and let their 8 big guys lean on Nebraska. Look, Nebraska's history says that Nebraska understands what happens when you have a power running game. It allows you to finish teams off. It allows a payoff. Look, all of the work that they did in the run game, that Wisconsin did in the run game for the first 3 quarters, paid off in the fourth quarter. That's why when people say, trust the process, Wisconsin knows who they are.
Yes.
They know finitely who they are. So you don't go away from that. When they got in trouble with having Mertz throw the ball around, they said, okay, we can't do that. That's not how we're going to beat this team.
Nope.
Go back to our playbook. Go back to our core group of plays that we do exceptionally well and that that Nebraska hasn't stopped. It didn't change, and that's how they got the win, being true to who they are.
From Walter, I'm going to put this on YouTube, on the stream, the video stream. Walter says, you must commit to physicality to play in the Big Ten. When will Nebraska realize this?
Well, they learned today.
Well, if they
learned today, didn't they?
If they hadn't learned before, now what the hell were they doing in the previous couple of years? You know that.
Well, what we know about this team and the program as it currently stands is that they don't always do what's easy and what's best for them. Look, if you can't run the ball for 3 quarters, when you need to run the ball, you can't do it.
No.
You can't just turn on the switch. The difference, look, Wisconsin ran for 200 yards. They had 2 guys around 100 yards each.
Right.
That meant that it wasn't just Braylon Allen.
No.
Look, you had whoever was running the ball was having a good time with it.
Yeah, if you want the actual stats, Ches Malusi, I mean, they're both right around 100.
Right.
Malusi, 21 carries, 98 yards. Braylon Allen, 18 carries, 92 yards. But again, both guys average at least 4.7 yards per carry. They were getting big chunk. Nothing crazy. The longest, Braylon Allen's longest run was 22 yards. Malusi, 11 yards, but it was consistently 4, 5, 6, 7 yards chunks but into your defense.
Well, I mean,
creating short second down, third down situations.
I don't know. You have to understand a couple of things. That Bill Busch hasn't had control of this defense for long.
Right.
So what he wants to do in those important situations, you may not have had to be you may not have the opportunity to go through and go over that. Like, let's be clear. The same thing for Whipple. As things change, you're adjusting. You're adjusting. You haven't had this for a long time. It becomes easy to say, well, this is how this works, and you should be able to fix it. But it's not, especially when you have players who are hurt. You just got your quarterback back on offense. Your best offensive blocker, your two best blockers didn't play today. Teddy and Nori didn't play.
Did not play.
Those are your two best offensive linemen. They didn't play
for a while now.
They didn't play. Your best tackling linebacker didn't play. You lost one of your best defensive backs early in the first quarter.
Marquise Buford.
Right?
Yep.
You lost him early. There are all sorts of things that happen, but it happens to everybody. And then you have to figure out a way to get through. Look, it wasn't pretty, but Wisconsin knows who it is at a deeper, greater level than Nebraska does. And that's not a slight. That's a statement of truth. They just, look, they got a culture of being able to win close games. They know how to win close games. Running the ball is who they are. Nebraska's best runner today was the quarterback who didn't want to run.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? So accept what it was. Missed opportunity. It's tough. It's a tough pill to swallow. It's a tough day. The sun will come up tomorrow, and they'll get a shot to finish this thing against Iowa in a game that matters, against an opponent that matters. It's just another opportunity, and then you can reload and go about your business.
He is DP. I am Jake Sorensen. We're live at Tanner's Bar and Grill, 30th and Yankee Hill. Stop on by for the Aggie Sandwich Special today. Also, lots of games going on the rest of the day. Again, our sponsor is Bauer Infrastructure, who's paving the way to progress and is hiring heavy equipment, truck mechanics, Class A, CDL drivers, carpenters, laborers, equipment operators, and a crew foreman. And they have incredible benefits. Apply today at BauerInfrastructure.com. We want more of your texts.
Well, we need to get folks in the building to sign up to put their names in the box.
That's right.
Because we're going to give away this signed Huskers jersey for folks who are in the room. You got to get one. If you're not in the room, you need to get down here and put your name in the box. No purchase is required. But the signed Huskers jersey will leave with somebody here today at the end of this postgame show.
That's right.
No purchase required. Put your name in the box. Come fill it in. We'll draw the raffle. We'll also give away some 93.7 the ticket T-shirts.
This is not just a jersey, DP.
No. We went big today.
This is a Tommy Frazier jersey.
It's a signed Tommy Frazier jersey, and there's no purchases. All you got to do is put your name in the box, and somebody here today will go. If you're not here, you have about 90 minutes to get down here. Get your name in the box. And somebody it'll make a great gift under the Christmas tree.
Yes.
It'll look good on the wall in your office. It'll look good on the wall at home. Matter of fact, you can wear it if you want. You can wear it out of here today if that's what you want to do.
Who's telling you what to do? It's your jersey. You do what you want.
At the end of the show, it'll be yours. You can do what you want with it.
All right. Again, come on by Tanner's. Register for T-shirts, a free Tommy Frazier jersey for the Tanner's postgame show. We'll have more thoughts. Again, 464-5685. Call or text as always. More next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This show's pretty rockin', huh?
Yeah, I'm so glad my State Farm agent helped me go.
Huh?
My State Farm agent. They help me with options to personalize my auto insurance to get a great rate that fits my budget, so I don't have to give up the things I love.
Wow. Hey, so do you think I could get your State Farm agent's number?
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
Individual premiums and budgets will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Hey, it's Sean Callahan, and football season is here, and there is one place that has all the games, plus great food and beer specials. Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill. Whether it's Thursday night football, college football Saturdays, NFL Sundays, or Monday night football, there's a great view of the game from any seat with different food and drink specials every night. Try the Blue Ribbon Reuben sandwich or the prime rib French dip or any of their famous chicken wings. That's Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese Beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive Certified Piedmontese Beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Trendy or traditional, Gary Michaels Clothiers specializes in men's tailored clothing. Off the rack or custom made to measure, there is simply no better shopping experience. Offering designer furnishings, sportswear, shoes, outerwear, and accessories for a man always concerned at looking his best. With world-class tailoring and personal service, all makes Gary Michaels Clothiers Nebraska's premier store for men. Come visit us now at Village Gardens, south of 56th and Pine Lake Road in Lincoln.
Lincoln's best place to meet, eat, and compete.
Bowling, check. Arcade, check. Laser tag, check. Mini golf, check. Sand volleyball, cornhole, bocce, food, drinks, check, 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 check. The newly renovated Sun Valley Lanes and Games has something fun to offer for guests of all ages. Win prizes in the arcade or challenge your friends in one of the many attractions. Plan a night of fun by reserving your spot online at sunvalleylanes.com.
Sun Valley.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Hey, who caught that ball? That field goal was good, right? Is the scoreboard fuzzy to anyone else?
Dude, you have got to get your eyes checked, man.
If you're noticing that the game is getting a little tougher to follow, it might be time for a checkup at Premier Vision. They have state-of-the-art equipment, a variety of frames, and great lens options. Visit Premier Vision today, just south of Van Dorn at 84th and Firethorn.
People first is more than a nice sentiment. At American Senior Benefits, it's the mission. If you're ready for a career where you can truly put your customers' needs ahead of everything else, this is for you. American Senior Benefits is one of the leading senior market insurance product distributors in the country, and they're looking for high-energy applicants with strong communication skills. Enjoy on-the-job training, a fun work environment, and unlimited income potential. Visit asbmidwest.com to learn more. American Senior Benefits.
M Suits Clothiers, your Lincoln choice for men's clothing 5 years running. Everyone should own a suit, at least one. M Suits has the largest selection of suits, sports coats, pants, and dress shoes. Plus, their in-house tailoring will have your suit ready when you need it. For the next business trip or a new job interview, M Suits will have you looking and feeling your best in a new suit. So if you don't own a well-fitting suit, go see them at M Suits Clothiers, 1 block south of 56th and Pine Lake Road.
Now back to Tanner's Postgame Show. Brought to you by Bauer Infrastructure on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back here at Tanner's Bar and Grill, 30th and Yankee Hill. Stop on by for the post-game show. We're here till about 5:30 or so. Might be here longer. You never know how we go. Huskers lose 15-14 to Wisconsin. He is DP. I'm Jake Sorensen. This segment sponsored by Vinny Kreekak of State Farm Insurance. Whether you need help with auto, homeowners, or renters insurance, call Vinny Kreekak today at 402-474-1173 to start the pain-free process today. People have been filling up.
Pain-free?
Yeah.
We need shots.
I need pain-free. Hey, I'll take a shot right now.
We need shots to go through this.
Yeah, that's
what is the 4-year, 5-year record? Look, I moved here.
Yeah, you've been
4
a part of
years
some
ago,
bad years.
and I'm just saying, this is not what I bought into. Like, I thought I was walking into the blue blood program of my youth. Like, I was sold on the idea that I was going to come here and just enjoy victory after victory. I was like, wait a minute. This is I remember being 8 years old, sitting in 1971 watching Johnny Rodgers on Thanksgiving. I was like, okay, whatever that is, I'm all in. Like, whatever this is, I'm all in. I followed it. I met like all over the place. I followed this. Right? I was in Charlotte with Mike Minner and Rucker, and I'm like, yes, more Huskers. I was in D.C. with Halou. Like, I'm like, oh, this is fantastic. This is amazing. And then I get here, and then heartbreak after heartbreak. I think, you know what, quite frankly, I'm going to pick somebody in here. Let's pick a table. I'm going to buy them shots.
Wow.
Just for going through this.
That's very kind of you.
Right? Like, there's a table. Okay, this couple here, I'm going to buy them shots. Whatever they want.
You guys want shots,
because,
you got
look,
it.
you're still hanging out.
Look, he says yes.
And it's hard. He's nodding his head yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
About time you offered.
We're going to do
I was
that.
waiting.
We're absolutely going to do that. If it was okay, if I wasn't on medication, I would be drinking with them.
I'll join them. I'll join with them.
Yes, I will buy you a shot, Jake.
Thank you, TP.
Absolutely.
I accept.
To do that. And then I'll say this as well. For the next fans that come in, they can't already be here. But the fans that come here and give me a fist bump, I'm buying shots.
Wow.
Like, but they got to come in and give me, like, they got to be new. Come in and give me fist bumps, and we'll do that. We're going to raffle off the signed Tommy Fraser jersey. It is gorgeous. Jake just took a picture of it.
I'm posting on social media right now as we speak.
If you're in the room, you have the best chance to go get locked in, put your name in the box, and you got a chance to win that jersey. Somebody will leave with that jersey today. Somebody, like, you got to sign and get it done to do that. We'll even invite the staff.
Oh, yeah, why not?
We'll invite the staff here to come and put their name in the box as well. We brought them some goodies. We brought them some Beatrice Baker's goodies.
We did.
For the staff.
Did you already give it to them?
Yeah,
okay,
we took care of them because they, their tip percentage goes down.
Sure.
On Saturdays like this.
You're right.
So it's always there.
It's on social media. The post, Facebook, Twitter's up.
It's
the jersey.
You have a chance. You have a chance to walk away with this jersey. I think that's a win.
Who wouldn't want that?
Somebody will win today. I thought midway through the third quarter, as I looked at the numbers start to pile up, first for Allen, and then his backup came in and started to get it
Malusi.
Malusi.
Ches Malusi.
And I kept saying to myself, this is not a good thing. Like, this is not a good thing. Because it wears on you. It wears on you. I've coached teams where I knew if I didn't change the way teams ran against me, it was going to catch me in the fourth quarter. And it's death by 1,000 paper cuts. You're just watching it. And it's like, oh, that's
you felt it, didn't you?
Like that's not good. That's not good. My only question is, when it comes to that, is at some point, as coaches and players, don't you decide to do something different?
You would think so, wouldn't you? But
don't
this
you
has been
get
the case for a while now.
She'll go back. She'll go out and she's got a pitcher. She's got
a lot going on.
So that means she's willing to mix drinks, which concerns me a little bit. That concerns me a little bit. Hey, Dad, do you have your camera with you? Okay, so let's get Junior.
Oh, yeah, in the helmet.
There
we go.
And let's
look
take
at his
a
face.
picture.
Look at Junior's face. Look at him.
You want to try this on?
Put that helmet
you wear
on.
this? All right, Dad, let's do that. Let's get him in the Husker helmet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you look
he's
good.
built for this.
Put him in the game.
He's built for
Look at
Look, there's a future Husker right there.
Oh, my goodness.
There it is. There's the answer. He's going to help us. This is it.
Look at your
You
dad.
got to look at your dad, though, because this is going to be on the Christmas card.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this will be the Christmas card. I have no zero doubt.
It's a natural.
That's a
right
good
there.
look.
That's a good looking.
That's a great look, man.
It's a future Husker right there.
That's it, man. What's your name? Josiah. Nice to meet you, Josiah.
His shirt says future champion on it.
Future champion.
That's why he had to
there
wear
it
the
is,
helmet
man.
on it.
You need more of that.
He's got a chance to win a Tommy Frazier jersey, too.
You need that. Folks are screaming that this program needs a big-time coach. Listen, you've got a house with plumbing and wiring problems. You've got a house with bad furniture. Don't go and get a new housewife before you fix what's wrong. Because the people who make decisions in this thing have been the constant. The constant over with the change of roster and the change of coaches has been the decision-making folks. And you better figure out what the priority is. What is the priority, Jake Sorensen? Is it winning games? Is it money? Is it new facilities? Is it the fan base? Is it the fan experience? The student body? What is it? Like if winning is the thing, you got to start making winning decisions and not making business decisions.
I would say of all those things you're saying, it should be winning, right? We don't. I mean, money comes with winning. You would think.
Well, that's how you got all your money.
Winning leads to positivity of donors and everything that comes with that in the fan base. That starts. That should be the number one priority every time. And if it's not, then something is severely wrong here. This program.
What's up, Jabba, man? What's up?
Should we get him a microphone? We got him a headset here.
Yeah, we'll put Jabba to work. You know how that works. Whenever you get talent in the room, you highlight it.
Talent
and get it going.
is certainly in the room.
You get talent in the room and make it happen. Hold on here. Let's
get him on.
Let's slide that over.
Let's slide him in.
Let's bring in a
the
champion.
stud.
Let's bring in a champion.
He's a champion for
He'll
sure.
He'll help us have this conversation. Jabba Chamberlain, what's happening?
Another day.
Another day, right?
Another Saturday with Nebraska football.
Well, so what's the lead for you? What's the lead story? If you're drawing a headline, what's the headline for you?
It's consistently bad.
Disappointing.
That's fair.
It happens every time, literally, when you can sit here and see how the game plays itself out and know exactly how it's going to end, and you can predict that. But my whole thing is, like, as we've watched it, and we all have, how do you understand? How do you change it? Is it a culture?
Yes.
Is it a game plan?
Yes.
Is it the understanding of how to win?
Yes.
And we don't have any of those right now.
You don't, and it's been built in. Like, there's seeds planted on this thing.
Yes.
Like, you're gonna have to. You can't just pull the plant up. You got to get to the root of why decisions are being made the way they're made, and who's being enabled. Why has this thing been enabled for as long as it has been? If this was a one-season deal, you'd say, you know what? It's the roster. It's circumstance. No. This is deeply rooted and entrenched in that you don't have the personnel that you need to compete in the Big Ten. That's a fair statement.
100%.
You haven't developed talent to compete in the Big Ten. And then you have the most difficult thing in all of sports. This is why closers make so much money.
Yep.
Is learning how to finish games.
And it's the understanding of winning. And if you don't understand how to win to get to that point, and I think in the college atmosphere and the understanding of what it is, it's those guys create the culture. You can create whatever you want in every aspect. But when it comes down, we're still dealing with kids. And the understanding is we have to beat into them the pedigree of we don't lose, we win. We find a way to win. We don't find a way to lose.
That understanding comes from trust. It comes from the process.
But do they believe?
I'm not sure that. Let me say this. As I was watching the game and watched the momentum build in Wisconsin's running game, I said they're winning the game now in the second quarter.
At the same time, they had 145 yards and we had 22 in the second half.
Because They leaned on him. It's the same thing that happens in pitching in baseball, that you have 50 quality top-level pitches that you can throw over the course of an outing. If you don't have to burn them and use them, when you need them, you have them. But if you spent them in the first 5 innings and then you get into a crucial situation late,
That's when you lose the game.
That's when you lose the game. Like, that's how this thing – look, Wisconsin trusted the process. They trusted who they were. They said, even if we're losing on the scoreboard, play by play, we're going to beat you in the fourth quarter. And it just showed up. And sometimes your offensive coordinator has to recognize that he's calling plays for the fourth quarter. The setup is what the work is. And I get frustrated. I've said this, I'll repeat it. My greatest frustration with the play calling with Nebraska is that they do not copy success. There were 3 drives where on the first play, they ran a play that got them 11 yards. They immediately, in each of those cases, changed the personnel and didn't go back to the play that gave them that success.
My whole point, too, to exactly what you're saying is there was a third down play, and we could run the clock, and then we decide to make a pass that stops the clock and gives them 3 minutes.
Yep.
Why? Even if Grant doesn't get us, it's 4th and 7. Even if he doesn't do it, you're still running time. It's still going, and they're going to have to waste a timeout.
Nebraska, again, led this game for 59 minutes and 25 seconds.
It's painful, DP. It's painful.
Because you didn't manage the clock when you had a chance to.
But I think a great thing that you said is they managed when you said the fourth quarter, but you're managing the fourth quarter and the second quarter as well.
Second quarter.
To understand what you're trying to do for the rest of the game.
And stop putting your young people in a situation where they have to fight. You didn't help them. Look, the defensive line was being blocked 8-on-5 the entire game. And listen,
they were in the backfield all day.
If you're elite, if this defensive line is elite and they're being blocked by 8, they're going to wear down. We would not call this an elite front 5.
No.
So why are you asking them to take on 8 Wisconsin offensive linemen for 38 minutes? It's just too much. Sometimes the coach has to help the player. The coach has to help the player by managing the game from its beginning to the end. The end is just the result. The process was 200-plus yards of physical run offense. Even when you're trailing the game, they didn't do what they needed to do, and it shows up. And it is a constant thing. Let's throw the break. We need to take a break here.
Yes, we do. We're live at Tanner's Bar and Grill, 30th Yankee Hill. Stop on by. We're giving away a free Tommy Frazier signed jersey. People are in the box. Stop on by before 5:30. You have a chance to win that. We will have more next on the Tanner's postgame show on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, it's Sean Callahan, and football season is here, and there is one place that has all the games, plus great food and beer specials. Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill. Whether it's Thursday night football, college football Saturdays, NFL Sundays, or Monday night football, there's a great view of the game from any seat with different food and drink specials every night. Try the Blue Ribbon Reuben Sandwich or the Prime Rib French Dip or any of their famous chicken lips. That's Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill.
Life is too short to constantly be in pain and do nothing about it. Why not get a massage to ease your body pains away? The Body Shop in Lincoln is your place for all types of massages. Deep tissue, hydrating, sports, Swedish, hot stone, aroma, and more. Interested in a couples massage? The Body Shop offers those too in 1 hour or 90-minute increments. Book your appointment today or get ahead on gift giving with a gift certificate at thebodyshoplincoln.com. The Body Shop at 48th and A.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has come to the attention of the Nebraska Lottery that when people hear a radio commercial in their car for one of our lotto games, Powerball, Mega Millions, or Lucky for Life, they tend to begin daydreaming about how they'll spend the prize money if they win, instead of paying attention to the road. So please, when I tell you that Nebraska Lottery lotto games offer big money and big fun, keep your mind on driving. Do not start thinking about all the things you could buy if you win. Things like bright red sports cars, tropical vacations, 100-inch TVs, hot tubs, SUVs, a new computer, motorboats.
Bob, snap out of it.
Oh, good heavens. Ladies and gentlemen, my apologies. Perhaps I should go home now.
You better let me drive.
Lotto games from the Nebraska Lottery. Top prize odds vary by game.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $24.11 per hour, which grows to $28.27 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $32.76 per hour with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Mike Schaefer here for Trek CBD. It's football season, and that means you're tailgating with friends, or if you're like me, yelling at the TV during Vikings games. Trek CBD has a variety of products that help calm me down during the games, so don't scare my dog. But in the rare cases that I yell too much, there's CBD products for him, too, and all other pets. Whether you're looking for drinkable Delta 8 seltzers, hemp-derived Delta 9 syrups for your beverages, or anything else, Trek CBD has it all at 84th and Internet. Trek CBD done right.
Lincoln's best place to meet, eat, and compete.
Bowling, check. Arcade, check. Laser tag, check. Mini golf, check. Sand volleyball, cornhole, bocce, food, drinks, check, 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 check. The newly renovated Sun Valley Lanes and Games has something fun to offer for guests of all ages.
Win prizes in the arcade or challenge your friends in one of the many attractions.
Plan a night of fun by reserving your spot online at sunvalleylanes.com.
Sun Valley.
People first is more than a nice sentiment. At American Senior Benefits, it's the mission. If you're ready for a career where you can truly put your customers' needs ahead of everything else, this is for you. American Senior Benefits is one of the leading senior market insurance product distributors in the country, and they're looking for high-energy applicants with strong communication skills. Enjoy on-the-job training, a fun work environment, and unlimited income potential. Visit asbmidwest.com to learn more. American Senior Benefits.
This show's pretty rockin', huh?
Yeah, I'm so glad my State Farm agent helped me go.
Huh?
My State Farm agent. They help me with options to personalize my auto insurance to get a great rate that fits my budget, so I don't have to give up the things I love.
Wow. Hey, so do you think I could get your State Farm agent's number?
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
Individual premiums and budgets will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Allo means business. Allo means local business. Allo means big business. Allo means small business. No matter your business, if you need reliable phone and internet connectivity, you need Allo. Local service and same-day dispatch. Free installation. Symmetrical upload and download speeds. If your business relies on communication, rely on Allo. Allo means business. Visit allofiber.com/business.
Now back to Tanner's Postgame Show. Brought to you by Bauer Infrastructure on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We are back at Tanner's Bar and Grill, 30th and Yankee Hill for the postgame show. DP Jake Sorensen, special guest Jabba Chamberlain.
Let's go.
In the house talking Nebraska's loss 15-14 to Wisconsin. Now 3-8 on the season. One more game to go on Friday, Black Friday against Iowa on the road in Iowa City. By the way, Iowa on top of Minnesota, 10-7 in Minneapolis right now.
You think they win that one?
I picked them to win. I hope they lose. You know my thoughts.
It's the trust the process thing.
I'm just asking you to fix your watch and tuck it in. Like,
listen, here's the deal.
Band is broke.
Yeah, the band broke. I got to get my
DP. Can you pay him a little bit more so he can get a new watch?
No, I cannot. You know how much I pay this guy? Look, this guy makes more than I do.
I gotta get.
Like,
the band.
this guy makes more money than I do.
The band's
I am not giving
Jabba.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna give him a pay cut so I can pay you. Like that's how this is gonna work. Like we'll set that up.
Hey, we'll get
What
this
do
resolved.
you guys thinking? Like there were so many games that had a chance to change the dynamic of college football, and you saw TCU run on with 9 seconds left, no timeouts,
Impressive.
and go, and you see all these things. Like I think that's the greatest thing about what we have now is the parity in everything that happens. Is like you never know what's going to happen. And everything changes.
we knew. Nebraska fans knew.
Well,
yeah, we're prone to.
I was trying to get away from the Nebraska aspect.
Everybody else.
But I just it's the greatest thing. But going back to the Nebraska game is we saw it all play out the way it was played out. We knew it's going to be the same MO all the time.
Yeah.
We're going to lose by one possession.
Yeah, we know how it goes, Jabba.
Yeah.
I mean, but you're right. I mean, look at other games across the landscape. Illinois puts up a fight against Michigan, loses by 2, 19-17.
It was fun to watch.
It was fun to see Illinois play.
Look at it. See, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, there goes Minnesota.
Be who you are.
Ibrahim.
Be who you are. Like, be who you are. Nebraska doesn't know who it is. It doesn't know who it is.
They have no idea. They have known for a long time. There's no identity here.
I look forward to whatever's next. In that, my hope is that the next coaching staff, whatever it is, Mickey inversion, new person inversion, that they are together and collected in what the mission and task is and in what the way to get there is. There are too many coaches that don't have a GPS. Like to walk in and say, this is who we are. This is how we're going to get to what we promise and commit to, right? To say that we're going to score this. We don't know how many points a game Whipple thinks he can score. You know why? He's never said it. He's never disclosed to us, you know what, here's the ideal run pass mix, and I'll be held accountable to it. This is what I need to do. If I asked you what Nebraska's go-to play is, the play that it runs the best, the most often, we don't have an answer. We don't have the answer. So this is where all of this stuff comes to. Jake, it's a constant.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't know who you are, you can't rely on anything when you get in trouble.
But exactly what Jake said, though, it's like there's not an identity.
There's nothing.
What do
you count on?
If you don't have it, then how can you understand it? If you don't have it, you can't understand it.
No.
I literally just had Chris Brooks come up to me, who literally played for Nebraska, and his son is that guy. But understand what it is. There's an identity when you want to win and understand what it is. And if you don't have that, how do you change it? Is it like we've talked about before? Is it a culture thing, or is it an understanding of everybody buying in?
You can't
because we don't have an identity.
You can't build a culture without an in mission, without a GPS, because the GPS holds you accountable.
What
for
direction
everything.
you going?
Like look, we still don't know what it is that the focus is. If somebody in the athletic department said that a winning football team is the one and only priority, that at least helps us identify whether we're on the path to it or not all the time. Because if you said winning is the thing and you end up at 3 and 4, the GPS tells you it appears that your focus recalculate, redirect.
Right.
But that hasn't been the case for the last 4 years. Because not only was it deemed so, you gave a raise when going away from what the mission and task should be. So let's give the station ID, then let's continue the conversation.
You're listening to Ticket Sports Radio 93.7 The Ticket, KNTK FM Firth. Go ahead, Harrison.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Again, live at Tanner's 30th and Yankee Hill for the postgame show. Jake Sorensen, DP, Jabba Chamberlain in the house helping out, recapping
we needed
Nebraska.
An ace.
We
needed a flamethrower.
Well, the ace is here.
We needed a flamethrower.
The flamethrower is here, and he's throwing flames.
Needed a champion.
Hey, at the same time, I'm just piggybacking because even though I'm throwing the pitch, I got you guys behind me to take care of me.
Hey,
so
man,
that's how we do it.
I'm in center field. I got you. If you keep it in the yard, I got you.
DP's tracking that second down.
I got you. I'll go into the wall for you.
Sometimes that doesn't happen. But we got it. We still got it. We're
That's
all right.
what it is.
We're all right.
The numbers were exceptional in that I wanted to be clear. Here's how this thing played out. And two runners at 99 and 98 yards for Wisconsin.
Can you break down the first half and the second half, though?
I believe I can if I scroll down here. First half.
Because it was a 2-half game.
It was a 3-quarter game and then a 4th-quarter game.
Right.
where
Wisconsin's
when we
fourth
gave it
quarter
up
was important.
Well, that was kind of how it was playing out. So first quarter, here are the numbers. 3 first downs apiece. Running the ball, they had 9 carries for 39 yards in the first quarter. 9 carries for 39 yards, but Braylon Allen was 6 for 33. If you then go, again, trusting the process. Even if success doesn't appear to be existing, do what you do. They're now at 15 carries. Quick math says 69 yards. That's the first half, at the end of the first half.
But like you said before, the end result is to win the game, not to win the first half.
That's it. And then the final numbers, when you understand what was done to finish this thing. 2 rushers, 21 carries for 99 yards, 18 carries for 98 yards. That's how you finish a ball game. And that's not even including Guerrero, who had 9 for 42. Wisconsin rushed the ball 52 times for 255 yards, an average of 4.5 a pop.
Pretty standard for them, DP.
For Nebraska, 29 for 100, averaged 2.2 a carry, and the bulk of that was Casey Thompson scrambling for 11 carries, 53 yards, averaging 3 a pop, including sacks. And that's it. Look,
that tells the story right there.
Like that
tells the story.
The numbers are the result of them allowing their big guys to get off. Like, for every offensive lineman, his dream in fantasy is that I get 55 to 60 hammers to the nail on any opposing team. Like, don't make me as a 6'6", 320-pound dude to have to go back here and dance and pass pro. Let me put these size 18 feet in the ground, use these oversized hands,
and go to work.
Like, that's the get off. And 55 times you asked an 18-year-old linebacker, your 5th best linebacker, your 6th best linebacker, to handle being double teamed and next leveled by 320-pound monsters from Wisconsin.
And watching those guys push the way they did, as much as we've talked about the conditioning and the stuff that we've done at Nebraska, but we saw when they did the quarterback sneak when Mertz went in.
Oh, yeah, from 2 yards out.
Push,
2 yards out.
That push, it's unbelievable to see how athletic and everything that they did in that aspect. If we've done what we've done and we've had that, why do they get pushed back 4 yards? It's an easy statement.
Well, then you're getting into the conversation that many Nebraska fans, football fans, want to have, which is to say that this program needs to be bigger, stronger, faster next year.
Everybody says that.
And there's a person responsible for it across the board. But then you have to say, can you improve that with the same coaching staff in place, the same strength and conditioning coach? Can you change that over the course of the next 6 months?
But if you're not going to put the clientele in there and the potential of who they are, and I hate to go back to it, but it's like, how do you change that culture in the aspect of how do you win? Like, it's a mentality. It's the understanding of, I may not be the best. I played 11 years in the big leagues.
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't the best. But what did I do? I worked harder than everybody else. Mm-hmm. And I know there's the talent that we have is great. But you have to understand, you got to work. You got to put the time in. And you have to have somebody on the side of you where everything has gotten so soft. And I think this is a part of it, where everybody wants to tap you on the back. They don't want to put their arm around you and tell you sucked. They don't. Because that's just not the world we live in today.
Well, but see, if it can be done at Ohio State, Michigan, Iowa, Wisconsin. Look, them Wisconsin dudes are physical beasts. There's a way to get today's athlete to fight and put in work. The leadership in play is what's look, the young people are going to work at a level that's comfortable to them. It's the grown-up, the paid professionals. It's their job to get this offensive line and defensive line stronger, faster, tougher, all of this in play. Listen, I don't care where you're from. I don't care what star you are otherwise. If I'm leaning against you for 60 minutes, at some point, I'm going to get tired of you whooping my tail, and I'm going to fight back. That's the part I don't understand.
But that's the thing, too, is like we don't have that dude that sits for 60 minutes and wants to lean on him the same way, and he's like, you know what? I'm better than you.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to give up.
It doesn't – look, it's there. They competed. They fought.
But how many times are we going to say we compete and we're close? And
you need to get over the bridge. You need to get over the bridge.
How many times are we going to say it?
Well, we've been saying it for 4 years.
And it hasn't happened yet.
You've been saying it for years. But listen, you can't say it for 4 years and then for 4 months think you're going to correct it. No. You got to clean house. You got to go in and change the wiring. You got to change the plumbing. You got to change the mechanics who are working it. And guess what? You got to change how you pay the bills. Like, all of this stuff is in play. This is deeply rooted. Look, Jabba, if we put you in front of this group right now, you can get from them what you can get from them. You know why? Because they've got 4 years of bad roots. And it's deeply sunk. It's deeply rooted. You've got to change some things at a base level. Look, the fruit the fruit of these bad roots are one possession losses. But you got to go deep and fix this thing, because now you got to pull up the whole tree. Or you got to change what you feed them. You got to change what you feed them. You got to change what the nutrition is.
Here.
You got to change. Yeah, you got to change
several things.
There's a lot of things you got to change.
Several things.
You can't change. You can't do it with just water. You can't do it with just manure. You got to get up under this and change it. And look, 4 years of not working hard enough. 4 years of not having a plan for how you're going to finish. 4 years for it being okay. Again, this is a program where the powers that be got paid more for not winning. That's it for me. That's it. 4 years. Look, I've been tasked all over this country to come in and get my hands on the roots of bad programs and turn them around. I identify with it on a high level. I've never walked into the best program and been asked to take it over. It's always, DP, come in here. We got some problems. Tell us, be honest with us. Tell us what's wrong. And then you have the freedom to fix whatever's wrong. And that's when you get to work and start doing some amazing things. But if you tell me to come in, tell you what's wrong, and then get out of the way, it's going to stay wrong, because you're not changing the deep-rooted problems that are there. Nobody's going to tell me this team is strong enough. Nobody's going to tell me it's fast enough. Don't tell me that the depth chart is as good as any other team in the Big Ten. It's not.
Well, if you want to do it that way, and exactly what you said, if we don't start at the root, we can't find where the problem is.
True. Facts.
So without us planting a seed,
right,
and letting it grow and letting somebody come in, and it's like, hey, let's let it grow. Let's get the branch. Let's get that fruit. Let's do this. But if you don't do it and they don't allow you to stay at the root of what it is, then nothing's going to change.
Yep. And that's
the
same Nebraska
thing.
faces
the same thing got here. But this is why I opened this postgame show with the question of the powers that be that make the decisions. If they don't change their philosophy about how they're picking who's going to lead their programs, They gonna pick the same way they've been picking, and you're gonna get the same result. You better change how you choose who's going to lead your most important program. This is the flagship program of everything that this university bases itself on. And if the same people make the same type of decisions for the same reasons, you're going to get the same result. Stop thinking the same way about who's going to run your flagship program. Like, listen, it doesn't matter that you're comfortable getting on a charter plane with them. It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Can the next person in charge be open, honest, and free enough to tell people that what they've been doing for the last decade isn't good enough?
Yep.
Because if otherwise, it doesn't matter. You're going to get the same result. You have to change it.
But are they going to allow somebody to come in, and the heads that be, are they going to understand that aspect? And it's like, we can't have the same thing. It has to be something different.
It has to be a winning football decision versus a business decision. They're making, I understand.
Make it about football, man.
Look,
Make it about football.
Look, the people in charge, I don't know them from Adam. But what I can say is you haven't chosen somebody that was going to do the grunt work, the important dirty work, right? To outwork every coach in the Big Ten Conference. Can we honestly say that that was the thing that happened? No. So they made a decision based on what was convenient to their decision, and they paid for it. Every fan paid for it. Every player paid for it.
My thing is that coach should outwork every player. Every player.
Every coach should outwork every player.
Every player.
The play,
and he should put it on his staff. It's like our time.
Put that on a shirt. Put it on a shirt, Jabba. I'm just letting you know that you can't say that even as Mickey tries to work, you're asking him to clean up 4.5 years of garbage, of trash, and saying, fix it now. Well, wait a minute. That's not how this works.
No.
That's not how this works. It never works that way.
No.
Now, whoever's next, and I don't get a say-so. The powers that be don't care what I think. That's cool. I'm cool with that. Do what you do. I'll report the news. But here's the deal. I don't make the news. I only report it.
Mm-hmm.
So if I got to sit here and talk about 4 years of bad football and bad football results, then I didn't choose that. I would much rather show up here and talk about wins and success.
Nitpick the wins.
Right? I would much rather do that. They haven't allowed me to do that. And what I'm asking and begging, not just for me, but for every fan that showed up at the stadium, who watches on TV, who wears the colors, who goes shopping and spends their money, they invest their time, they drive from all corners of the country, of the state, they fly in from all corners of the country to watch this football program. I'm asking and begging that the people that make this coaching decision, whoever it is, and it's not Trev. Trev's the voice for it, but it's not Trev. Let's be clear. It's not Trev. Whoever makes those decisions, please, for the love of everything good in Nebraska, choose somebody that's going to make the best winning football decisions.
Not a business decision.
I understand that check writers pay for their nephews to be a part of the walk-on program and all of that. You got 75 players who take up time and resource every year and never show up on Saturday. And if you think Urban Meyer's going to come here and spend his valuable resources on 75 dudes that never play on Saturday, you have lost your mind and have no idea of how college football works.
And that's not it.
Right? So be careful about what you ask for, because the next decision changes everything. It better. If it doesn't change everything, be prepared to have the same conversation in week 13 next year.
But doesn't that get boring for us as we sit here and it's the same dang thing we talk about? It literally for us, like in this business, in this industry,
I'd love not to.
We literally talk about the same thing, and how do you change it?
I'd love a new conversation.
Who do you bring in?
I'd love a new conversation.
Bring something
else. I'd love
else.
a new conversation. I'd love a winning conversation. I'd love to talk about going to the Sugar Bowl or the Orange Bowl, Give me that.
Give me a vacation. That's all I want.
Let's take a quick break. Is that okay, DP?
Yeah, let's take a break.
Let's take our last break. We got some friends in the building. We'll have one more segment, and we'll give away the Tommy Frazier signed jersey. We're giving live at Tanner's 30th Yankee Hill for the post-game show on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, it's Sean Callahan, and football season is here, and there is one place that has all the games, plus great food and beer specials. Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill. Whether it's Thursday night football, college football Saturdays, NFL Sundays, or Monday night football, there's a great view of the game from any seat with different food and drink specials every night. Try the Blue Ribbon Reuben Sandwich or the Prime Rib French Dip or any of their famous chicken wings. That's Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill.
Life is too short to constantly be in pain and do nothing about it. Why not get a massage to ease your body pains away? The Body Shop in Lincoln is your place for all types of massages. Deep tissue, hydrating, sports, Swedish, hot stone, aroma, and more. Interested in a couples massage? The Body Shop offers those too in 1 hour or 90-minute increments. Book your appointment today or get ahead on gift giving with a gift certificate at thebodyshoplincoln.com. The Body Shop at 48th and A.
Mike Schaefer here for Trek CBD. It's football season, and that means you're tailgating with friends, or if you're like me, yelling at the TV during Vikings games. Trek CBD has a variety of products that help calm me down during the games, so I don't scare my dog. But in the rare cases that I yell too much, there's CBD products for him, too, and all other pets. Whether you're looking for drinkable Delta 8 seltzers, hemp-derived Delta 9 syrups for your beverages, or anything else, Trek CBD has it all at 84th and Anderman. Trek CBD done right.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese Beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive Certified Piedmontese Beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club, or space club, and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? No, forget that. How about a margarita club? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge and join the best club in town. 10 flavors of margaritas like Maui Wowie, burnt pineapple, and mango tango. Try all 10 of them and receive your own souvenir margarita glass. Make it your new Monday night tradition. $4 margaritas and $4 taco baskets. Grab the crew and head on over Monday nights or any night. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
You had to know that when Wingstop set out to make a crispy, juicy chicken sandwich, they wouldn't make it in just one flavor. They'd make it in all 12, like lemon pepper, mango habanero, hickory smoked barbecue, and OG hot. So why have one new favorite chicken sandwich when you can have 12? Try the new sauced and tossed Wingstop chicken sandwich today for only $5.49 at Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Valid for a limited time and available at participating Wingstop locations only while supplies last. Price subject to applicable taxes and fees.
This show's pretty rockin', huh?
Yeah, I'm so glad my State Farm agent helped me go.
Huh?
My State Farm agent. They help me with options to personalize my auto insurance to get a great rate that fits my budget, so I don't have to give up the things I love.
Wow. Hey, so do you think I could get your State Farm agent's number?
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
Individual premiums and budgets will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Lincoln's best place to meet, eat, and compete.
Bowling.
Check.
Arcade.
Check.
Laser tag.
Check.
Mini golf.
Check.
Sand volleyball. Cornhole. Bocce. Food. Drinks.
Check, 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 check.
The newly renovated Sun Valley Lanes and Games has something fun to offer for guests of all ages.
Win prizes in the arcade or challenge your friends in one of the many attractions.
Plan a night of fun by reserving your spot online at sunvalleylanes.com.
Sun Valley.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
My name is Rebecca. I struggled with depression for years. I also smoked. That was my world. Finally, I realized that smoking wasn't helping me. It was making my life worse. So I took control and I quit. Now I'm able to run again and take walks with my grandkids. My tip is there's another world out there, and it's a beautiful place to be.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Now back to Tanner's Postgame Show. Brought to you by Bauer Infrastructure on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Final segment of the postgame show live at Tanner's 30th and Yankee Hill. About to draw here in a second for the free Tommy Frazier signed jersey.
What did you say?
I said about to draw for the free Tommy Frazier signed jersey.
We're giving away a
Yeah.
sign. What do you think the value
and
of
the
that?
box is full, by the way. Here, lots of
I tell you
names
what,
in here.
Let's give away a couple of ticket T-shirts first. What do you think?
Oh, okay.
Let's give away a couple of ticket T-shirts first, right? Okay, so our waitress, we need to get this. Come here, sweetheart. Come here. You took care of us.
There's somebody
We need
there,
to take care of you. You need an actual red game day shirt. Like, we got to take care of you. Like, we need to do
I feel like Jabba should be the one drawing for this, right?
Yes,
Jabba's our
yes,
special.
yes.
You get Jabba Chamberlain in the house. We're glad to have him here
And this-
for our
and I
special postgame guest.
I want to note something. And because it was said on air, it is legal tender. Jabba just committed to doing a show on this station. So we got to work it out. We got to get this dude on, man.
Hey, I'm just waiting for the contract. That's it.
Well, yeah, I told you. I got to know the numbers, right? You got to tell me. You got to tell me.
You
what
have to
works
tell
for
me
you.
your numbers.
Okay, well then that's a conversation we can have.
100%.
That's good.
I'm looking forward.
Is this an everyday show or once a week show?
I'm looking forward to going to the new building and being a part of the family of everything that has happened.
It's going to be amazing.
And it's just a different aspect. Like you don't have a baseball dude.
No,
you don't
not
have
really.
anybody
No.
that literally can do what I do and
Right.
still talk about everything else.
Right.
Because I love doing it.
Right. That's why I want you.
Sport is literally the greatest.
I'm really
gift that I've
good
ever
at.
got.
I'm really good at identifying talent and getting it in the building. That's what we got to do.
Well, you can get in the building. That means you need to put the pen to the paper, and you tell me.
That- that's- Well, how about that,
There it
DP?
is.
All right, get us a winner. So,
Okay,
make somebody happy.
How many,
John.
are we doing two shirts
Well,
first?
well,
or what?
Jake's going to sell it, so he has to generate the money for it.
I
first.
could do that in a heartbeat.
All right,
yeah.
so we're
What
going
are
to
we
give away a
giving away
T-shirt
first?
first.
All right.
Give away.
If you're in the
T-shirt.
building, we're about to give away some
We're
prizes. So
gonna give
tune
away
in.
a T-shirt.
Jabba Chamberlain will have
give
the
away a
honors of drawing a
T-shirt.
name.
Somebody double wrapped.
Oh
Yeah, that's
my!
a big
Well, hang on, that's not one.
No,
Hang
no,
on.
that's a different.
Sorry, let's take
That's
that
something
one
else
out
that
of
was
the
in the box.
All
There's something else
now-
in the box. There you go.
My bad.
Yeah.
yeah, that was not.
You
a
ain't
name.
doing your job?
Yeah,
That's my
Jake's,
fault.
Jake's
Jake.
secret code. Is in
My
the box.
stash. Can you read it? Can I read it?
Cash. Cash Sandling. Cash Sandling.
Cash, are you in the
Cash
house?
Sandling.
Cash Sandling, are you
Okay,
in
that's
the
we'll
house?
hold that one for a T-shirt.
Okay, T-shirt for that. All right,
That's a
fine. We'll give
T-shirt.
all right,
One more T-shirt.
one more T-shirt, and then we'll give
Are
the
you
jersey.
sure all of these?
These are all
Jake?
real people.
Okay.
Yeah,
I saw
these-
them enter Jabba.
Okay.
This is just notes from earlier for me. That's what this was.
Yeah.
Oh,
For the
Yeah,
pregame
things
show.
for him to remember.
Yeah.
Josiah.
Oh, we saw Josiah.
Where's Josiah?
Josiah's the
Josiah
kid.
gets
Where
a
is
shirt.
Josiah?
Josiah gets a
Josiah
shirt.
leave?
Let's get Dad a shirt. Come
We
on,
saw-
Josiah. Come on up, Josiah.
Where's he at?
He's
We
over
saw
there. He's
him.
right
We got-
there.
Where?
Let's get Dad. Let's grab
Oh, there
Dad
we
an
go.
extra large
Yeah.
shirt for Dad.
Yeah, from that
Yeah,
stat.
let's grab him one of the black shirts there. Give it for Dad.
All right, let's draw for that jersey now.
All right, now we're going to give away the signed Tommy Frazier jersey.
Look at Josiah. He's like, man, look what I did.
Josiah, good
Look what I
job.
did
Like
for my
buddy.
dad.
I actually won something.
Good job,
Yes,
buddy.
He did.
Good
Way to go,
job.
buddy. All right, Jabba.
For the win,
For
for
the
Tommy
jersey.
Frazier.
And do they have to be here or not?
No, we're gonna let them
We
win.
hope
it
they are
simply
here,
because.
though.
We hope they're here, but
Ooh, this one's folded up pretty good.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this could be the one.
Tim Schultz.
I think Tim
Tim
was the one who.
Schultz.
I think he's the one who walked by a little
Oh,
bit ago.
Tim Schultz. Is Tim here?
He
he
left.
left?
He's the one
Was
who
that
said
one
he
that took
had-
his parents
Yeah,
home?
that's the one.
Oh, he took his parents
Yeah,
home.
that's him. That's Tim.
Then let Tim
Let's
know
give Tim.
he won the jersey.
We'll have it at the station for him.
Yeah,
How
all
about
he has
that?
to do is come by the station.
I'll hang on to that.
Yeah, there we go. So
All
we
right.
can do that. Well done.
Well done, Jabba.
Well done.
Well
Jabba,
done.
well done. See, you just made somebody's day.
Well, I do what I can.
Yeah. This is the win. This is the win. Final thoughts.
Yes.
Iowa's next week. They have one more shot to get it right.
It's one of those things where we're invested in everything that they do because this is for us what we love. We watch every week and understand what it is, and we care, and we're vested in everything. It's why we do what we do. But I feel like I've been a part of great things. I've been a part of bad things. It's like there has to be a change at some point, and it has to be an understanding, not only from the player's perspective, but it has to be from the top.
Yeah.
Because if you don't win from the top and you don't give them that opportunity, then nobody wins.
All facts, all true.
And we've sat there and we've seen it. But I am so tired of talking about the same thing every time.
Same keys, same reasons why I lost.
It gives us no content. It gives us no creativity to talk about something when we're talking about the same thing every time.
Yep, it hasn't changed, and the results are the same.
And we're talking about the same stuff.
Yep. We thank the folks here for Tanner's.
We
folks
do.
who hung out with us over the course of this hour and a half. Greatly appreciate
We
it.
thank Jabba Chamberlain for stepping in.
Brother. Appreciate
This
you,
was
brother.
unexpected. A great
Good
surprise
stuff.
to have you for 45
Good
minutes
stuff.
of the show.
Good
Hey, and
stuff.
at the same time, I do it for free, but I'm not going to do it for free.
Yeah,
so long.
we know it's coming.
We
know it's
appreciate
coming.
you.
We know it's coming.
Love you guys.
Love you too, bro.
All right, that'll do it for us at Tanner's. Again, it's been fun. We'll have one more post-game show next week for Iowa, and we'll wrap the season up there. For Jabba Chamberlain and DP, I am Jake Sorensen. Programming tomorrow and our full schedule on Monday. Have a great night. We'll talk to you soon.